Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 45 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're here at Talladega Super Speedway for the running of the United Rentals 500. It is the second race of the round of 12 here in Season 45. Next week we'll cut down the field from 12 to 8 drivers after the Roval event. But right now at Talladega, it's time to decide who gets in and who's going to be in trouble heading into next week at the Roval. Talladega is going to be a lot of fun. We could be seeing a surprise winner or could see a playoff driver lock his or her spot into the next round. On the pole in today's race, the 99 car of George Rourke, and starting alongside him is the 22 of Matt Hunter. Hunter comes in 2 points above the cut line and tied for the seventh spot, I should say, in the playoff field. So really needs the boost here today to get himself a little bit more safety heading into next week at the Roval. So a front row start going to boost his chances to pick up some big points, especially during those stages. Nathan Ormond and Quinn Porter start in row number 2. Dallin Ebrahimian and Jacob Lawler starts in row number 3. Lawler making his return in that 88 car this weekend. LG Lataro starts in row 4 with Avi Sachs, another part-timer in the field, and Aiden Bigelow starts alongside Draven Sand in the number 31 car. And then row 6, Ryan Acosta is our guest driver this weekend in that number 3, starting alongside Isaac Perdomo. Joseph Romanuk starts in row 7, another one of the guest drivers in this field. And let's take a look at the rest of the order. There's 2 playoff drivers in this row, with Zachary Fitzwater and Cassie Reynolds. Both are below the cut line, as Fitzwater's 3 points below and Reynolds is 12 points below the cut line. So both have to step it up here today so they can get them into the top 8. Alexander Rohane Stringer. Rowe was eliminated early on in the playoffs, and Logan Nieto also was in the playoffs, but he too was eliminated. But Ronald Marvila is still in the playoffs, although he's 2 points back below the cut line. So he would be the first one out right now in the playoffs. Casey Hoyt won here in April in the race earlier this season, I believe in April. So Casey Hoyt has experience here. He got his first career win at this very track, and then he went on to win earlier this season here at Talladega. We'll see if he can do it again here today. Hoyt stands 30 points above the cut line. Good positioning right now, but looking to get a little bit more. And then there's Billy Bishop, also is 30 points above the cut line, but also looking to pick up a few more stage points to get himself into the next round. There's also Chris Leon Conabry in this row, Allison Rain, Mitch Barrier. Quentin Moore was our winner last week at Texas. He doesn't have to worry about the next 2 events, but Moore starts near the back of the pack, and he's going for his 6th win of the season, which would tie a record in PLCS history, with Pichu who won 6 events in the very first season. And the rest of the field, Matthew Buss, James Richardson, the other 2 playoff drivers start deep in the field along with JP Lataro. So they got a lot of work cut out for them here among the playoff drivers to advance into the next round. About to go green here at Talladega. The first stage ends at lap 21. The second stage ends at lap 44. And then it will lead us up to lap 70, the final lap of the race. Here we go. It's the second of the round of 12 events here in the PLCS. As the pace car comes down to the pit road, we will see if a driver will lock himself or herself in to the round of 8, heading into the Roval next weekend. Here we go. We're about to go green here in the United Rentals 500 at Talladega. Here we go. The green flag waves. Look at Jacob Lawler going 3 wide already on the first lap. He really wants to win again. Lawler, among the top 5 drivers in wins this in the PLCS history, makes his one-off return, trying to get another one here at Talladega. They're not wasting any time, trying to be very aggressive right off the bat. They know they got stage points to pick up. A lot of stage points are on the line here at Talladega, all trying to advance to the next round before the Roval begins. Our Roval's going to be a road course event. It's going to be twists and turns next week. These drivers looking to get a win here today, so they do not have to worry about next week at the Roval. We all know that one driver is going to be able to get the win at Talladega, but it's possible that a non-playoff driver could win here today, and that would make things more interesting when we get to the Roval next week. Jacob Lawler takes the lead from George Rourke. And Lawler's just racing for another win here. He's trying to win again in that 88, coming out of retirement to try to win this race. George Rourke was in the playoffs, but he was eliminated with his teammate in the last round. So he's looking for redemption today. There's LG Lataro, 3rd position he is right now, as LG is trying to help out his brother JP to try to get himself into the next round. Looks like LG though wants to win just like his brother though, because he's running in 3rd position. Looks like the 99 car is going to go for the lead right here again. There goes the 99, retakes the lead. And George Rourke back in front. Looks at another win to his name here in this series. He won at Michigan, I believe, earlier this season. Wants to get another victory here at Talladega. Isaac Perdomo to the bottom lane. He goes to the bottom, drafts with Draven Sand. There's Zachary Fitzwater. He must earn some points now from the stages. Is currently sitting 3 points below the cut line. So picking up stage points would be very beneficial for that team to try to get himself safe into the next round. But a win would be even better. That would put him into the round of 12, round of 8, no matter what. Quinn Moore's the only driver to lock himself into the round of 8 right now. Oh, the car's separating a bit. Quentin Moore's in the middle of the pack there, but he's on the high side. As the 88 car takes the lead. The 17 on the bottom now. Perdomo is up to 2nd. Fitzwater gets bumped on the outside. He's on the outside lane now, so not too good. Not looking too good for the 4. 3 wide now. They're getting tight. Only on the 5th lap of the race, they're already racing very tightly. All running for those stage points, trying to pick up the precious stage points to get him to a little safe into the next round. Casey Oyd in 3rd spot. Connor Breen running in the top 5. Hayden Stringer just took 2nd place. Isaiah Bernesh is taking the top 5 spot. Here comes Matt Hunter. Hunter's outside, though. He's on the outside lane. He's going to have to wait for the lane to open up. Oh, look at Casey Hoyt. He's going for the lead. Here he comes. 47. Hoyt won here at Talladega this season in the early race. He's looking to sweep Talladega here in this season. Looks at another one. Casey Hoyt would win for the 3rd time if he's able to hang on and win. And it would be all 3 of his 4 wins would come at Talladega. This is the track that he knows so well on. And we'll see if Hoyt can hang on and win another one at Talladega. Connor Breen onto the bottom lane, taking the lead from Casey Hoyt. He knows he's not in the playoffs. He's trying to win. And no, he's still in the playoffs, I should say. No, he was in the playoffs. But he's still in the playoffs. Never mind. He's 18 points above the cut line. Breen is still in the playoffs. He's 18 points above the cut line. If he hangs on, he picks up stage points. That's huge for the 23 team. It would be a bigger cushion for that team to advance into the next round. Matt Hunter running in second position. 3-wide battle behind him. Matt Hunter is trying to hang on to the bottom lane. He's getting bumped out by Claire Richardson. Claire Richardson's not in the playoffs, but she is trying to win trying to finally get a win for that 43 team. As Connor Breen's going to lead the lap now, the 23 in front. Somehow they have not wrecked each other yet, but I do anticipate these guys are going to start being aggressive in these final couple laps. They're just warming up. Talladega has a lot of surprises. We've seen some big surprises out of Talladega Super Speedway. Oh, here they come. Oh, side by side or bumper to bumper. I think they might have made contact on the sides at one point. But Richardson hanging on to the bottom to take the lead from Connor Breton, trying to deny him of a victory to get himself into the round of 12 to the round of 8. Speaking of 8, Logan Nieto is in the top 5 right now in the 8 car. Nieto was eliminated early in the playoffs, but looking for redemption as well. Here comes Richard Morphy. Other 2 playoff drivers that were eliminated in the previous round are both looking for redemption. Looking to win another one. Looking to take a win away from a playoff driver that needs to win to advance. What a block by Nieto. Nieto to the bottom for the lead. Can he hold on over Breton? Here comes Morphy. Here comes Richardson. They're all battling 3 wide. Things getting intense in these first couple laps already. We're already in lap 10 at Talladega and already these guys are racing like it's the final laps. All trying to pick up the stage points. They're trying to pick up precious stage points to get themselves into the next round. They know that every point matters for them to advance into the round of 8. Third place now is Richard Morphy. Second place is Connor Breton, and look at Nathan Ormond go to the bottom. He's sneaking to the bottom lane. They are not in the playoffs, but all trying to keep the points away from those playoff drivers. Trying to play spoiler for these guys that need to advance with playoff points. Stage points also. Nieto takes the lead. Nieto's the one in the lead. Oh man, down the bottom, Matthew Buss tried to block him. But Nathan Ormond's going to take the position away. He's on the bottom lane. And Matthew Buss, he's one of the playoff drivers in this field. He sits 5 points below the cut line. He's hoping to pick up some stage points so that he can get a little bit more of a cushion or even go back up to the top 8 to advance. Here comes Austin Stitzel. And Ron Marvila, 2 points below the cut line. If he picks up stage points, that's huge for the 77 team. It would give him a little bit more safety heading into the Roval. Maybe even get him to the top 8. Oh, they're crashing. Oh, poor, no, 43 is spun. Oh, they're crashing again. Oh, my gosh. That didn't take too long for them to crash, as the 43 Claire Richardson was among those drivers that got turned around. Oh, man. Was trying to put a block on Zachary Fitzwater, but it doesn't work, and gets hit on the back by Matthew Buss, and a handful of drivers are involved. Oh, quick, and there's Casey Hoyt also among the drivers in the wreck. Ryan Acosta is also in the wreck as well. Oh, man, what a mess. Oh, boy. I think we just found our competitors for the race here, as Logan Nieto is going to lead us back to caution. Final laps before the end of the first stage, and I'm sure everyone's going to come down for their tires and fuel now, but just a few laps to go in stage number 1. Stage 1 ends on lap 21. Not 20, 21. 2 drivers out of the race, Isaac Perdomo and Matthew Buss. They're out of contention to win this race And Matthew Buss, it's going to be a big blow for the 41 team's chances to advance into the next round, with him being down below. 36 and below, I think, only scores 1 point each. So, yeah, an ugly race for Matthew Buss, one that he did not need to be involved in. But now Matthew Buss is going to have to really pick up the points next weekend at the Roval for him to advance. We're back to green. Ronald Maravilla takes the lead from Logan Nieto on the restart. And Maravilla stands 2 points below the cut line. Picks up stage points. It would be huge for this team to try to keep their title hopes alive, as his teammate Alexander Rowe was among the drivers eliminated from round number 1. Nieto was eliminated also in round 1, so he's trying to keep the 77 from earning the victory to advance. George Rourke's in contention as well. Rourke is also a driver eliminated from the playoffs. And Zachary Fitzwater still in contention for the championship. He's 3 points back below the cut line, so picking up stage points is critical. Handful of cars still competing to win here today. Oh boy, they're making moves now. They are making moves. George Rourke getting the draft from Zachary Fitzwater. Remember, the stage ends at lap 21. So, here we go. George Rourke takes the lead away. They're going to race a few laps and another caution will come out. Then the field will be stacked up for the restart. And who knows what's going to happen in the second third of the race. Joseph Romanek's in the top 5. Romanek is competing to win here. He's back in the PLCS. He wants to win, and he wants to show that he still got it. Excuse me. Billy Bishop and Logan Nieto in contention. Bishop, he's 30 points above the cut line. If he picks up more stage points, he might actually advance on points alone. 15 car has been solid when they need to be. And if Bishop can pick up the stage points a little bit more, he might still lock himself in on points alone. But he has to pick up the stage points and try to advance in the next round. These final 2 laps in stage number 1 are going to be very important for all these drivers trying to get in the top 10. Right now, Samad Ozkan is currently in the 10th and final spot for stage points. And Draven Sand right behind him. Neither drivers in the playoffs, but could keep some playoff drivers from earning stage points. A side-by-side battle for the lead with Billy Bishop and Logan Nieto. Bishop is trying to win stage 1. And those are big points for the number 15 if they were to do so. Standing 30 points above the cut line, they could have another bit of a cushion if they're able to win the stage. But now they're stuck in the middle on the final lap of stage 1. They're stuck in the middle with Jacob Lawler and Matt Hunter. Oh, they're about to go 4 wide. Oh, man, I thought they were going to go 4 wide there. Wow, I thought they were going to go 4 wide. That could have been something. Final lap in stage number 1. It's going to come down to this. It's going to come down to the wire to see who wins the stage and who picks up the points. Here we go. They'll race back to the line. 77 Maravilla trying to win the stage from Nieto. He stands 2 points below the cut line. Can he pick up the stage win? He's trying to hang on. It looks like he's going to pick up the stage win. That's going to be huge for the 77 team. They stand below the cut line. They're going to win the stage here at Talladega and pick up 10 big stage points. Maravilla's hopes are still alive for the championship. Picks up the big stage win. The team needed it as there were 2 points back below the cut line entering today. But those 10 points are going to be huge for the 77 team, even if they do not win this race. But the 77 has the car to win it, so they're going to try their best to get Maravilla into the round of 8 with the victory. I'm sure they're going to be hard at work, planning a strategy to see if they can stay ahead. Looks like Logan Nieto will be finishing second in the stage. Jacob Lawler is going to be third. Billy Bishop's going to be among the playoff drivers, earning stage points, earning 7 stage points in total for the 15. 6 stage points will be given to Zachary Fitzwater, and the other playoff driver, Connor Breen, I believe, is going to earn 4 stage points, and Matt Hunter is going to earn 3 stage points. Reynolds earns 2 stage points for the 16 team. Very critical. They stand 12 points. Excuse me. Reynolds stands 12 points below the cut line, so those 2 stage points might make a difference here for the 16 team. Samet Oscon's going to earn the final stage point. Going to keep some big names out of scoring some stage points here. And now some drivers are coming to pit road, but the others are going to stay out. Jacob Lawler is going to stay out to take the lead. So these guys are pitting under caution, but Lawler is going to choose to stay out. He's going to take the lead. We're going to go back to the restart on lap 26. Here we go. Going to go back to the green, and there's going to be a handful of laps remaining. The second stage, remember, will end on lap 44. And the green flag waves, and they'll be running less than 20 more laps in this stage to determine who gets the points. Connor Breen leading a little bit, but Lawler's on the bottom lane. He's got the better line to the bottom side. We'll see if he can hang on and try to pass Breton. Maravilla chose to pit with the fresher tires. We'll see if that'll work out in his favor. He's going to have to work his way back up to the front. But we'll see if he can pick it up again. One car's up in smoke. That's Connor Breton. Oh, Connor Breen goes up in smoke. The 23 up in smoke, and their race is over. Oh my goodness, Connor Breen goes up in smoke, and that's going to hurt his chances to make it to the round of 8. Unbelievable. He goes up in smoke, and those stage points that he earned earlier this race might have helped him a bit because the 23 is out. He went up in smoke. Holy cow, what a shocker. Oh my goodness. Breen earned a couple stage points from the first stage, and he's going to earn just a few points from the race itself. He's going to earn, I think, 1 point because 36 and below, I think, earned only 1 point each. So those stage points, well, they were sure glad that they got him because they went up in smoke, and now Breen's out of the race. That's still, though, going to hurt his chances to make it to the round of 8. He's going to have to pick it up next weekend, if he wants to advance into the round of 8. Again, he stood 18 points above the cut line before this race, but I'm not sure if it's going to stay that way. It's probably not going to stay that way after this race, but not sure if Breen's going to stay above the top 8 after this race today. My goodness, what a twist. Top 4 cars are all running for the win, with Allison Rain, Robert Smith, Quentin Moore, and Jacob Lawler. Who would have thought these 4 would compete for the win? Quentin Moore is not really that surprising at all because he won last week at Texas. And Quentin Moore is going for some history here today, looking to be the first driver to win 6 races in a single season since Pichu did it in the very first season of the PLCS. Quentin Moore is trying to continue their historic run, and he is the championship favorite at this point. He is already in the round of 8 with the win earlier at Texas, and he's trying to win again and trying to keep his status as the championship favorite. But he's still got a round to go before he can advance into the championship 4. We've seen some very incredible drivers, some talented drivers that weren't able to win a championship in the best statistics, so it's not always the case, but Quentin Moore's trying to prove everybody wrong. He's trying to prove that he is a winner and a champion. But he's got a lot of work to do, even with the win last week at Texas. It's between Lawler and Allison Rain. And these 2 legends battled out for the very first season of the PLCS. Allison Rain won at Bristol a couple weeks back in a shocking upset. That ended the first round of the playoffs. Allison Rain pulled off a shocker to win at Bristol, and we'll see if she can do it again here at Talladega. Robert Smith, it's been a long time since he last won a PLCS race. Robert Smith trying to close it out and trying to finally get back to victory lane in that 21 machine. And it would shock the playoff field also, because it would have gone to playoff drivers to advance to the next round, but it's going to make the Roval race more interesting. It's going to be all about the points at the Roval next week. Even if there is a playoff driver winning here at Talladega today, there's still some spots up for grabs to the next round at the Roval. So Roval's going to be one heck of a race next week, and it should be fun. There's the 78 Isaiah Bernash leading the other pack, trying to get this pack back into contention to win this race. Oh, Matt Hunter going down below, trying to cut in, but he's going to be in the middle line now. As these guys are trying to catch with the top four, the drivers were separated after Connor Breton blew his engine and unfortunately ended his race early. 3 drivers out already. We had the big one happen earlier today that took out 2 drivers, including Matthew Buss, who was in the playoffs. And so both Buss and Breen having very bad days, and this could be an advantage, an opportunity for the drivers below the cut line like Ronald Vila and Zachary Fitzwater to get to the top 8 heading into the Roval next week. But it's going to be a lot of tops. It's going to be a lot of change back and forth. And for those guys that were below the cut line, this could help them out a little bit. It might even put them in the top 8 next week. Allison Rain hanging on. The pack is caught up now. Now things are getting more competitive. They are getting caught up with the pack. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Who are they going to work with? Here comes Moore. He's going to work with Nathan Ormond. There's LG Lataro. And looks like his brother might be out of contention to win this race. So LG's going to try to win the race himself. Not a lot of opportunities for LG to win for himself in this series. If he does return next season, he'll probably likely be in a part-time position again. But JP though is the one that they're keeping their eyes on, as JP is trying to get himself into the next round. Lataro stands 27 points above the cut line, but picking up those stage points would help them out and try to get themselves in on points. It's going to be tough to win here, so JP is going to have to pick up the points. They're 3 wide. Here we go. It's a lot of drivers competing to win this race. Here we go. Number 9 takes the lead. Nathan Ormond is in front, getting drafting help from LG Lataro. Nathan Ormond has not won this season. He's trying to get on the board. The Hendrick team has only won once this season in a shocking turn of events. But Avi Sachs and Nathan Ormond trying to change the story here. Sachs is now the leader. Allison Rain led a couple laps as well. Just about every one of the Hendricks are getting involved. There's Austin Stitzel in the middle of the pack. So all 4 of the Hendrick cars are still in contention to win. Well, 5 if you count Jacob Lawler, but Lawler is still in contention in the top 10. It's like he never left. As at one point the winningest driver in PLCS history, he has already been surpassed, but he's trying to take that crown back here at least for one race. Here comes Joseph Romanuk, another one of the winningest drivers, a former champion I might add. He used to be a champion in this series. And now Romanuk has shown that he's still got it. He wants another one. He wants another win. Joseph Romanuk has just taken the lead in the number 80. First time the number 80 has run in this race this season. Here comes the 4, Zachary Fitzwater. And Raul Maravilla just moved up to second. Maravilla was the stage winner in the first one. He's trying to win another one and get himself more points. Would be huge for that 77. They'll definitely be above the cut line now after this race. But we'll see if Breton's costly mistake. Breton's going to take a tumble. Oh, look at Zachary Fitzwater to the bottom. He just gets right behind of Chris Leone. Looked like Leon was going to make the move, but Fitzwater puts the block. He gets his draft, takes the lead. 4 cars in front. Fitzwater is now the leader as he stands below the cut line. Will Fitzwater win the stage and get himself a little bit of a cushion heading into Charlotte? Chris Leon to the bottom lane. He is a super speedway winner. He won the Daytona 500, I believe, twice. So Leon trying to add another super speedway win for the 12 team. Leon, I think, was in the playoffs, but was also eliminated. So Leon looking for redemption today. Here comes Bishop. Bishop in the 15 car to the bottom lane. He takes the spot. He takes third. Here comes Romanuk in second. Romanuk getting the draft from Fitzwater. And now another car, Logan Nieto, to the bottom as well. Zachary Fitzwater still hanging on to the lead. Just a few laps left here in stage number 2. Bishop's now into the top 5. He has moved up to the top 5. The battle for 10th is very intense. All for the stage points. It's very intense. Here comes Robert Smith. Oh, to the bottom. He's going to make it to the bottom lane. And he's in the 14-22. Matt Hunter goes down low in the bottom. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they can hang on to the top 10. The 2 camo drivers are 1-2 now between Zachary Fitzwater and Logan Nieto. Here comes Nieto for the lead. Logan Nieto takes it from the 4 of Zachary Fitzwater. That's going to be huge for the 8 team. Trying to keep the playoff drivers from earning big stage points heading into next week. Three wide battle now. And there's the 3 car. That's Ryan Acosta in the lead. It really does feel like old times. Costa in front now. Here comes Robert Smith. The many drivers you know and love battling for the win. Here comes Quinn Porter. Some of the best drivers here in the series battling for the win. There's Rafael Meka in the 14 car, has not won a race in his career. Could this be the day? Could the 14 win? Will Rafael Meka get a win? Here he comes. He's looking to win here in the series. A lot of things have happened here at Talladega. We're just about 5 laps left until the stage is over. Here comes Matt Hunter. To the bottom he goes. He's trying to pick up big stage points for him to advance. Robert Smith hanging on to the lead right now. Alexander Rowe is in the top 5. Allison Rain makes her way back up to the top 5. LG Lataro drafting right behind her. Ooh, Matt Hunter a little loose there, but he's trying to block the 7. But here comes the 7 car. He's getting the draft anyway. 22 trying to block Alexander Rowe, but Rowe takes the lead. Rowe is in front. Here comes LG Lataro. Here comes George Rourke. Who's going to be out in front when we get to the end of stage 2? Here comes Rourke. Here comes Sachs. A lot of these competitors looking to get a win here to stage 2. Number 5, Avi Sachs. Number 99, there is George Rourke. Allison Rain trying to help draft a teammate to the front. They know they're not in the playoffs, but they're trying to make a statement here today at Talladega. George Rourke is leading, but Avi Sachs and Allison Rain, could they be working in a tandem to get them to the front. Here we go. The stage, by the way, ends on lap 44. So we only have 2 more laps in stage 2. And then it's going to come down the final 20 or so laps here at Talladega. Here comes the 7. That's Rowe to the bottom. And he doesn't have the drafting helm. He can't get the pass. LG Lautaro and Quentin Moore make their way to the top 10. Trying to pick up big stage points here. Quentin Moore especially in the playoffs. Zach Fitzwater, Matt Hunter trying to pick up at least 1 stage point. These playoff drivers have not had a lot of success here today. They've only had a few of the playoff drivers get stage points here at Talladega. Could be the case here once again. Right now Stringer's 7th. Fitzwater is 8th. And Hunter is 9th. Those are the only 3 drivers, well, excluding Quentin Moore, those are the only 3 drivers that are in the playoffs among the top 10. Moore's already in at Texas. Moore's already in. He won at Texas last weekend. Doesn't have to worry about stage points or anything like that in this race. And here we go. Stage is about to end. A lap car's going to be approaching, but I don't think they're going to get to them in time. George Work's going to hang on. It looks like he's going to win stage number 2. So there goes the 99. He takes stage 2 here at Talladega just before they approach lap traffic. And I'm sure they were relieved that caution to end the stage came out before they were able to make contact with that 51. The slower 51 car, because that could have been there could have been some disastrous results there if they had just been through full speed ahead. George Warwick, Avi Sachs, Alexander Rowe in the top 3. And we have LG Lautaro 5th. And then there's 7th place Zachary Fitzwater. Quinn Moore's in 8th. And Matt Hunter is in 9th among those drivers in the stage points. So those are the playoff drivers that have earned stage points in stage number 2. Every little bit counts for the 4 team. They're standing below the cut line, so they were relieved to get at least a couple stage points here today. But we'll see if any drivers come to pit road before the start of stage 3. Looks like there are no takers down pit road. They're gonna. Oh wait, I thought there was gonna be no takers, but everyone's going to pit road. Oh wow, that kind of surprised me. That took me by surprise there. Okay. Couple of them stayed out, though. Matt Gomes has stayed out, and so has the 9 of Nathan Ormond. Also 43 and the number 10 have stayed out. So those are the drivers that stayed out to take the race lead. Matt Gomes is in front. And it looks like Connor Breen retired because it was a gearbox problem with that 23 car, so that's why they retired from this race. And Matthew Buss, again, also Buss and Breen are both the 2 playoff drivers that retired early on in this race. That took a big tumble in terms of the points. Top 4 drivers stayed out. It was Matt Gomes, Nathan Ormond, Claire Richardson, and JP Lautaro. Lautaro's going to gamble. He's going to try to gamble here to try to stay out and try to get some track position to finish with some big points. He didn't earn any stage points today, so he's trying to get those finishing points to try to finish out and win this race. On to the restart. Here we go. George Work's going to be restarting in the 5th position. See if he can work up with the drivers in front of them who are running on older tires. Here we go. Double fall restart coming up. This could be the last double fall restart of the day. Could see a wreck or 2, and it could change things up. There'll be 22 laps to go in the final stage. 22 laps to determine who's going to be the winner, who's going to hang on, who's going to advance into the round of 8, if there are any playoff drivers that are going to win here today. Top 3 are not in the playoffs, but Lautaro is still in the playoffs trying to pick up big points today. to get himself right now in the top 8 at least as we head to next week's cutoff race. Here we go. The green flag about to wave. We're about to get underway back again at Talladega. Green flag is out. And a good restart for Matt Gomes right now. George Warwick is going to the bottom lane now. Running on fresher tires, but the 10 car struggling to keep up with the crowd and is dropping way back. But Matt Gomes doing a great job now, taking the lead, getting a little bit of a breathing room in front. 43 car is in second place, and now George Warwick's worked his way up to third. And now the drivers are coming down pit road. The 9 comes to pit road at the last second. Not sure what that was all about, but they slowed up the field, and George Warwick retakes the lead. I don't even know why they chose to stay out in the first place if they're going to pit on the next lap. And Nathan Ormond, I was surprised. I think he was on pit road in that last sequence. Not sure what happened there, but I'm not sure why these guys chose to pit. And Allison Rain has a problem. She's on the apron. The 48 car has a problem. Slows down on the apron. A heartbreaker for the 48 team. Allison Rain, one of the competitors in this field. It looks like she is going to be out of contention to win this race. Oh man, a lot of twists and turns in this restart. Lawler's coming to pit road. The others are coming to pit road as well. What is going on here? More drivers are pitting under green. It just came to pit road. I'm not even sure what's going on here right now. Wow, things are getting topsy-turvy now. Oh boy. And the 47's in the grass. 47 is in the grass. I don't even know how the 47 got there. Oh, he got turned around. Oh, something hit him. He just spun out. Like, wow. I have never seen a driver spin out like that on their own before. Wow, this is crazy. This last stage is very crazy. Wow. Casey Hoyt spins out on his own and has to be teleported to pit road. I have never seen this before. I've never seen this happen before. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, I don't know if they were trying to force a caution or something, but I don't know if the 47 was intentionally trying to pull out a caution because of the mess of this race, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with that 47. That was crazy. That was so weird. Wow, yeah, this is crazy now. This is really crazy. But Alexander Rose out in front. Here comes the 4. I'm not even sure if anyone's going to be able to make it now at this point. No more drivers to pit road. Well, thank goodness. But man, was that what kind of race was that? I mean, my gosh. Drivers off pit road now, and now the 12 is on pit road again. Oh boy, this has gone topsy-turvy. Holy cow. And now the leader is Zachary Fitzwater. The 4 car is the leader, and he was lucky enough to not get in the middle of that sequence. He's in the lead now. He's trying to hang on over George Warwick, Alexander Rowe, the only 2 competitors right now in the lead, in the front. Crazy, crazy start to stage 3. Wow, that was a crazy start to stage 3 with less than 20 laps to go. This is going to really shake things up in the playoff field. Holy cow, my goodness, what kind of race is this? Wow, this is crazy. It's just real crazy. It just got real, it just turned its head here right in this race. And now Rain is off pit road. Had to do some extensive repairs in that 48, but the Rain is off pit road. I'm not sure they're going to approach lap traffic now. Wow, Quentin Moore was competing for a win. Now he's a lapped car. And on just a lap or 2. Wow, that's just crazy. Crazy race here as Zachary Fitzwater's trying to win again. Trying to get himself into the round of 8. Stands below the cut line in this race. He's going to get past the lap traffic of Jacob Lawler and Quinn Moore. But can he get by the 38 car, Matt Gomes? And it looks like he will get by Matt Gomes. That's going to help him out a little bit, give him a little cushion to get him to the front. George Rourke following him in the draft, though it's not over yet. All those bottom drivers still falling below in the draft, as Hayden Stringer is now in the 4th spot. He's all alone in 4th. He's looking for a drafting partner. 4 car gets to the front of the pack now. And the 4 takes the lead. There he goes. Zachary Fitzwater is in front right now still, with George Rourke right behind him and Alexander Rowe. I'm surprised they didn't even throw another caution for what happened earlier in this race with Casey Hoyt. Oh boy, that was just bizarre. I mean, wow. Now with 15 laps to go. Hayden Stringer in 4th position. He has to pick up a drafting partner to get these guys, to get these drivers. He's on his own. He's trying to pick up a win late in the season. He was last season's champion, but wasn't able to win again to get himself into the playoffs. But he wants to end this season with a win anyway, at least one victory. And the season after winning the championship. Fitzwater hanging on over George Rourke. Rourke trying to play spoiler, trying to steal a win away from playoff drivers, trying to win another one in the 99. Zachary Fitzwater hanging on right now. George Rourke, though, can try to pull off a move here. He's trying to get the lead and stay in the lead. Here he comes. There he goes for the lead. Here comes Stringer. Stringer's in contention to win now. He's got drafting partners. Hayden Stringer is in contention to win this race. And the other pack is catching up. Will the 4 hang on to the draft on Quentin Moore? With 14 to go. Here comes the 99. 4 car gets a better draft from the 34, trying to hang on. The 99 getting the draft from the 19. 4 car hangs on in the draft. He does it. But will he hang on over Hayden Stringer? Stringer is fast approaching. 13 laps to go. The pack is catching up too. The other drivers in the back of the pack, they're catching up. It could open the door for many of these drivers to try to compete for a win. More lap traffic ahead of them. Things are going to get much more interesting. Here comes Stringer. Stringer takes the lead. He's going for redemption. He won the championship last season. He has not won this season as defending champion. He's trying to get his season back on track with a win. And now it's on to him and Fitzwater in the top 2. Now the other cars are stuck behind lap traffic. More competitors are fast approaching, including Richard Morphy. Can Morphy help out the 99? Here we go. It's going to get more interesting. The 4 car is getting passed by lap traffic. There's LG Lataro in the top 5. Lataro has a drafting partner. Can he pull off an upset victory? And the 62, can he pull it off? Can he get the win here at Talladega? Here comes Ronald Maravilla. Maravilla is in the playoffs. He won stage 1. He looks at another one with a race win. And that would put him into the round of 8. Almost 10 laps to go. Lataro getting the draft from Matt Gomes. Stays on the bottom. He's trying to get everything in the draft, trying to push him to the front. Maybe push himself to the win. Now he's on the bottom now. He's stuck on the top, on the high side now. Here comes Maravilla. Maravilla is going for the lead for second place. Morvilla is trying to get the second spot from Fitzwater. Here comes Morphy. Morphy and Morvilla working in a two-car tandem, trying to get in front of the 38 or maybe draft the 38 and try to get to the front of the 19 that way. Can't get there. Gomes is blocking the number 77, and he's doing a great job. He's keeping Stringer as the leader. Oh, here comes Morvilla. He's got the draft. He's getting a teammate to help him out. Or is he? He's getting bumped to the middle. Oh, he's bumped on the middle by his own teammate. Alexander Rowe bumps his teammate to the middle. Oh my goodness. That's a shock. I thought the 7 was going to try to help his teammate out, but now his teammate is on the high side. 9 laps to go. The lap car is out of the way now. And so these guys are all catching the 19. All trying to catch the number 19 for the win. Stringer's got the advantage. How long will it last before these guys catch with the lap traffic? They're not too far away from the lap traffic. This could make things interesting. 19 hanging on. We're coming to 8 laps to go here at Talladega. Here comes Lautaro. LG Lautaro for second place. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater. Can Fitzwater win and get himself in the round of 8? 8 to go. Lautaro in second. He's getting drafting help from Alexander Rowe. And now they're running side by side in the draft, trying to catch the pack. And now Stringer's trying to hang on. Just 7 to go next time by. Alexander Rowe looking to make a move. He's not going to get there just yet. 7 laps to go. And now they've caught up with lap traffic. This will be interesting. Who's going to go to the bottom? Who's going to go to the top? Here we go. They're on the lap traffic. 19's held up on the bottom. 43's blocking him. 19 goes to the bottom. He's going to try to get by both. Here comes Rowe. Here comes Rowe. Can he get the draft? 19, he's going to try to keep the lead. 9 puts a block. The 9 is putting a block on the 19. Here comes Rowe to the bottom. And now Stringer goes by the 9. He's getting clear air with 6 laps to go. 6 to go for Hayden Stringer. Stringer takes the lead. He's got the clean air now. He has clean air in front. Hayden Stringer hangs on. He's got a little bit of breathing room. Now the 9 car is holding up the second place car. Lautaro's in second. Here he comes to the bottom. He needs to pass him quickly. 5 laps to go next time by. Stringer in the lead. Lautaro second place. His brother JP is not contending to win now. Now he's cheering his brother on. 5 laps remaining. LG Lautaro is trying to hang on for the win, trying to pass the 19 to win. He's got drafting up from the number 9. But is the 9 going to help him? Oh, it looks like he's not. Oh boy, this is interesting. Oh boy. Or is he? He's just drafting. He's just putting the bottom. He thought he had a lane. He couldn't do it. Couldn't make the pass right now. 4 laps to go. It's going to come down to the wire. Next flag is going to end the race now at this point. There are no overtime here in the PLCS. So this is for the race right here. This is pretty much for the race right here. 4 to go at Talladega. Hayden Stringer hanging on to the lead. The 62 just dropping back a bit so he can get the draft of the number 9 car. Trying to get the draft. Zachary Fitzwater also trying to take advantage. 9 car going to try again. He wants the lap back. He's not going to get there. That breakaway there is going to hurt the 62 in the draft. 3 laps remain as Hayden Stringer is trying to hang on for the win. Will the 19 car go to victory lane in this season? Stringer hangs on right now. The 62 is trying to draft with the 9, but the 9 breaks away on the draft. That's going to hurt his momentum. Oh, the 9's going to break away again. Wow, that is hurting the 62 a lot in the draft, trying to get by and trying to go to the low line. But, yeah, he's trying not to help out Latar or something. I don't know what's going on, but I think they're working together at some point. Here we go, 2 laps to go. Hayden Stringer is trying to hang on for the win in the 19 car, looking for redemption to try to win after winning the championship last season. If he just makes it smooth in the fall 2 laps, he'll be a race winner again. And this would be huge for those competing for the championship at the Charlotte Roval. There goes the 9 again. There he goes, breaking the draft of the 62, maybe trying not to help him out or something. But it's working kind of because that 62 is not getting the momentum he needs to pass the 19. He's only got a lap and a half to do so now. Coming to the white flag next time by with 1 more lap to go. See if Hayden Stringer can hang on and win this race over the 62 of LG Lataro. White flag, 1 to go at Talladega. '62 knows he's got to do it all by himself now. That 9's not going to help him out now. The 78 car just moved to 3rd place. There's that 9 going out of the draft, so the 62 might have just ended his chances to try to win this race. Here comes a 78 car trying to go on the outside, but it's not going to be enough. And there we go. Here he comes off the final corner. It's going to be Hayden Stringer with redemption after winning the championship last season. He's going to get redemption as the defending series champion. Hayden Stringer is going to win the United Rentals 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. Hayden Stringer takes the checkers. The defending series champion is finally back in victory lane at Talladega. Here are your final results from Talladega as Hayden Stringer, the defending series champion, takes home the victory at Talladega. Finally gets his first win since winning the championship last season. LG Lataro with a career best finish for the 62, a runner-up finish for that team. Phenomenal efforts for Lataro. He wished he could have gotten the drafting help from there to get the lead, but Lataro will settle for 2nd here at Talladega. Zach Fitzwater earned some big points, 10 stage points to be exact, on top of his 3rd place run, so he's doing pretty good. And he might be in the top 8 as we head over to the Roval next weekend. And here are the rest of the drivers, the rest of the field you see on your screen. And Reynolds was 7th among the playoff drivers, and Marvila was 8th among the playoff drivers. He won stage 1, so he picked up those big stage points. And some other notable drivers, Romanuk finished in 16th, and Matt Hunter ended up 17th, picked up 5 stage points. 18th was Billy Bishop. He picked up 7 stage points. So he did a phenomenal job there for that number 15 car. And here's the rest of the field and the rest of the order. Oscon was the biggest mover at 30 positions above. And those are the 3 drivers that were tied from the race. Lawler picked up 8 stage points, but it didn't matter. He was 29th in the race. The others came a lap down because of all the glitches that happened in stage 3 that really jumbled up the field. I mean, it was just a mess. So here are the point standings as we head towards the Roval next week. We know that Quinn Moore is already in on a win from Texas last week. He's already in the round of 8. Billy Bishop is 32 points above the cut line. Zachary Fitzwater's 19 points above. And Ron Marvilla's 15 points above. They could pick up a few more points and might try to advance on points alone. But Casey Hoyt, JP Letara might need a little bit more help, as they're just 7 points above the cut line each. And if there's a tie for the final transfer spot, the driver with the best finish among the events in the round of 12 will advance to the next round. So that'll be an important aspect to note if it does come into play. But Hoyt and Letara are currently tied, but both are currently sitting above the top 8 in the cut line. Matt Hunter is 3 points above the cut line, and James Richardson is just 1 point above the cut line, as Connor Breen is just right behind him, 1 point back, and Cassie Reynolds is just 2 points back. Every point matters for those three. Garrett Albertson is 20 points back, and Matthew Buss is 26 points back. So they'll need a little bit of help in order to advance into the next round, even if they do finish inside the top 10 next week. It might not be a guarantee if Albertson or Buss, I should say, will advance into the round of 8 on points based on where they stand right now. So it's going to take a miracle for those two to advance into the round of 8 with a big deficit that they're facing. But still doable. I mean, we could see a lot of drivers shuffle around at the top 8 and being in and out at the Roval. Who knows what's going to happen at Charlotte next week. We hope you'll join us for next week's race at the Charlotte Roval, the second cutoff race of the playoffs. You don't want to miss it. Until next time, we will see you later.